Hey guys, it's Mackenzie from Girl Loves Glam here, and I'm back for another album cover makeup. If this gives you any clue, it is actually from Good Charlotte's very first album. It's just self-titled, called Good Charlotte. And in this album, it's pretty, it's funny because it's pretty cheesy. They're just all standing together, and they have clouds in the background, and I imagine they didn't have a great budget, so this is what they could afford. But here's the cool thing about Good Charlotte. Many people just mostly know them as their two frontmen that are the Madden brothers, Joel and Benji Madden. They started the band with some guys that they knew after they had seen the Beastie Boys play in 1995. They started their band in 1996 and then graduated high school in 1997. Then, instead of going to college, they decided that they were going to do their homework and do whatever it took to become a signed band. So they put out demos, and then they went and did a lot of live shows. Prior to having an actual album, they actually had some really awesome doors opened up to them, got to open for some really big bands at the time, and then that secured their spot to be able to release their first album, which came out in 2000. So I actually didn't hear it until probably about 2003. And the funny thing about, and what really gives me the emotional connection to this album, is because it really was the first punk, pop punk album that I ever heard. And I remember at the time, around this time, I had heard a few songs, maybe Blink-182 or these other ones that I really liked, but I didn't know what genre to even call them at the time. And I knew about grunge, I knew about pop, I didn't know about punk, and which ended up becoming my favorite genre. So this was kind of my gateway drug to the world of alternative music. I first heard it in my boyfriend's car on the way to school as a freshman in high school, and we listened to it every single day. The funny thing about it is their albums throughout the years got me through plenty of breakups, through probably that boyfriend too, but others later down the line, I loved them. And they were on my band bucket list of bands to see, and I actually got to see them last year, finally, and they were awesome. Super, super good. So this album, it was their debut album, and it actually even made the Billboard Top 200 list, and it ended up being on Rolling Stone's Top 50 Best Albums in the Pop Punk category. So pretty amazing. So this album cover is, it's pretty inspired by tattoos. Their name is in a tattoo font, and then there are two tattoo looking birds holding it, and then they have the blue sky behind them. They're all wearing black, and that's kind of where I'm going. So the colors that I'm working with all come from those little birds holding them up, which are blue, red, and yellow, and then we'll have some tattoo influences as well. I'm excited to show you. I am going to start with the eyes, move my way down. I just have basic face makeup on, and then I'll touch it up a little bit at the end. So to get started, I am going to start with a red color right here in the corner of both eyes, and I'm going to work with my favorite Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette and use they're more burnt red colors. I could not find a good red color that I loved, so this is what we're working with today, and we're just gonna make it work. So I'm actually starting with just a matte primer. It's the Ulta Beauty brand, just because these colors are pretty vibrant and I really want them to stick and to pop. Now I'm gonna come in with this color and put it in the corners of both of my eyes. Okay, I'm looking a little crazy right now, but I promise it will all come together. So for the next part, I found this really awesome palette from NYX called Ultimate Edit, and I picked it up mostly because I loved this yellow and this blue in it. So I'm gonna take this blue color and I'm gonna leave like a gap between these two and bring it over these directions. Okay, I'm just ultra patriotic right now with red, white, and blue, but not for long. So I'm gonna come in with that yellow, and the yellow is going to come all the way under my eye, up the sides, and through the center. I kind of look like I should be on the Hunger Games right now, like from the Capitol or something. So I am just going to kind of, like, I obviously don't want to blend this part, but I'm just going to blend the top in really well with just like this super light color that's on my Morphe palette up there in the top corner. Okay, for lips, I am going to do, I used this for my last one. It's the NYX Glitter Goals, and it's amazing. I'm going to do that on the top, and on the bottom, this is the Maybelline New York. It's their Superstay Matte Ink. I wear these like every single day, and this is the color Pioneer. It's just like a good red color for every day. Like, I would highly recommend this when you're not doing Good Charlotte makeup even. It's awesome. So I'll start with the black and then I'll do the red. Okay, the red will go just down here on the bottom. So now I'm gonna come in with my Kat Von D eyeliner, and I'm gonna line my lips on top and bottom with this. I'm actually gonna do it off camera though, because it has to be like really precise, and I don't think I can do it on camera. I can't handle that kind of pressure. Okay, I just really like that this gives it more of a tattoo vibe to have it outlined like that. So now I'm going to line my eyes, and I'm just going to have like a slight like curl to them at the edge, because on the birds that are holding the Good Charlotte name, it has like a little swirly line that goes along there. So just as like a little, just slight curl. Now I'm gonna do the other side. I have another fun thing that I'm doing, because this is like a tattoo theme we're going with. I have some tattoos I'm doing. So I used my Silhouette Cameo, and I took the bird from their album, and I used, they have this temporary tattoo paper that you can print anything on it, and then they have like a print and cut on there, and it cut it out for me. So I'm going to put one on my arm, and then I also have these awesome little like ink marker things that are from Brooklyn and Bailey. They have tons of different styles. This is the X. Just kind of a fun extra thing to add to this look. Okay, so I have these in the two different facing the opposite directions, and it's just like any other temporary tattoo. I'm gonna peel off the edge, the front part of it, and then stick it on, and then have a wet washcloth to hold it down on there, and then take it off, and it'll be on my arm. Stuck it on there, and then just put washcloth on it for just a few seconds. Oh yeah, I didn't show you my nails. I just went with like a classic black, but this is actually like a glittery black, just to give it a little punk rock vibe. Just peel this off. Ta-da! It's pretty cool, huh? So now I'm gonna do the other side so that I match. Ta-da! So I've got my birds. So now I'm going to come with this fun little X. So it's just like a stamp. So I don't know if you ever had those like stamps growing, or those marker stamps growing up. It's just like that. And I'm just gonna go like down the sides of my hand. Like that. They're super cool. They come in lots of different shapes. They'd be really fun for like concerts and music festivals and stuff too. Now I will go and put on my lashes, touch up my like face, and then I'll be back. Okay, here we are. Okay, I had to get this because he's wearing it in the album cover, but I was just cracking up because I legitimately like owned a real one of these back in the day, and not like a cheesy costume one. Like mine like clipped, and I think I probably got it at Hot Topic, and it was pretty dope. And I've never owned one of these before, so this is like new territory for me, but it matches my little tattoo action happening here. And we can't ignore this. Also in the album cover, it's got some red happening, and these are permanent. I put these suckers in, so you'll be seeing these for a little while. But anyway, I just think it's like really fun how it all came together. Thank you for tuning in to this album cover makeup, and don't forget to check back next month because there will be another one, and I already know what it is, and it's gonna be really fun, so make sure to come back next month and check it out. See you guys.